Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic's working. I see the audio going through. Good to see nothing broke while I was gone. On a forced vacation. Holy shit. There's a confirmation we're live. Good to go. Now, we might have to stop this music temporarily, but I say temporarily because we're about to have to just sit in queue like we were at the end of last stream. Still, 10 queue shouldn't be that bad, right? Shouldn't be. Oh, shit! Yep, I can still do that. Alright. Pause that temporarily. And then... Wham! Hello, everyone! Welcome back to another FF14 stream. And I should say welcome back to myself, because I just came back from the hospital. A lot of bad shit happened. I won't go into too much detail, but, yeah, I ended up having a bit of an emergency. And, I ended up going to the hospital, what was it? Basically the same night of my last stream. Right after I finished the stream, I got ready for bed, went to bed. Thought I was gonna have a pleasant night like always and just sleep or whatever, but nope. Life had other plans for me, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I ended up having to go to the hospital. It was like an emergency, like I had to actually call 911. An ambulance took me and everything. I don't know how much I actually want to go into too much detail about the emergency that I had. Family members will know, though. Everybody fucking knows at this point. Everyone was scared shitless, even the paramedics and the doctors and nurses at the hospital and the emergency room, everywhere. They were just like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? But everything turned out okay. I lived, somehow. And I'm here to tell the tale, I guess. I lived. I survived, but now I'm like, well, fucking... Oh, you can't really see them, it's too far away, but like, got fucking needle holes all over me, man. It's just like, there's some right there, they drew blood. Another one right there for the IV. There was another one on this arm for an IV. It's like, oof. They stick you with so many needles and tubes at the hospital, it sucks ass. It was my very first hospitalization ever. And I was there for technically it was one night. The first night that I was there was when I was taken. I think I didn't arrive and get a room until like 3 or 4 in the morning. And my emergency started at like 12:45 in the morning for me, here at my house. So I guess you could count that as a night, even though it was 4 a.m. by the time I was able to relax in the hospital room. Relax, quote unquote. But yeah, I was there until I came home 2 days ago, and yesterday I was just like resting from the meds that they gave me. And I'm still on them now, but 2 semi-sleepless nights in the hospital, it's like I had to kind of make them up. So I got pretty decent sleep my first night home, the night before yesterday. But it was not enough. Like, I was still pretty tired yesterday. I was just like, you know, I know myself. Usually I need 2 nights of good sleep to make up for 2 nights of bad sleep. I was like, one more night, and then tomorrow I'll be fine to stream. And yeah, I am. I got more good sleep last night, and today I feel great. So I was like, fuck it. Let's get back on the horse and get to streaming. So, that's a basic summary of where I've been. It was not a voluntary vacation. I didn't just feel lazy and decide not to stream. I was gone for 2 days because I was in the hospital. And like I said, my first time ever being hospitalized. It was as bad as I thought it would be. It was not worse, it was not better. It was exactly as bad as I imagined. I was like, which isn't to say it was like the worst nightmare ever. No, it definitely could have been way worse. I know that. But it was everything I expected based on what you see in like TV shows, movies, and you know, when you maybe have other family members who stayed in the hospital, which I do. It was about as bad as I figured it would be, so I was like, yeah, don't want to do that again, and I definitely don't want it to be worse next time if it ever does happen again. So I'm like being extra careful and cautious to take care of myself now. But I'm just glad I lived to tell the tale, and also lived to finish this. I didn't want to leave this project unfinished. Not that it would have been my biggest regret if I had, you know, passed away or something, but I'm glad I can come back to finish it. I survived, and I can actually come back and finish this now. which is still a long way from being done. Even more so if I keep rambling. So I think that's pretty much about all I'm comfortable sharing right now with the whole hospital thing. Just my overall experience. Shitty, but could have been worse. But it wasn't pleasant either. And happy to be back. So let's continue our road to Endwalker, shall we? The road to the end. At least for FF14's original storyline. But that's also going to be, even though I'm obviously probably going to keep streaming and do more the 6.1, 6.2 MSQ when that comes out later, I'm going to end the playlist. The YouTube playlist is probably going to end at the end of 6.0, so, you know, level 90, whatever the final battle is for the very end of Endwalker, that's going to be the official end of this Final Fantasy marathon that I started back in October. And I called it, and on YouTube I'm calling it the Final Fantasy Appreciation Marathon. But I had originally intended to call it, especially on Twitch when I was streaming it, the Road to Endwalker, because it doesn't just refer to my own path getting there, but since I started with FF1, the whole intention was to kind of show Square Enix's road there as well. Like how far it's come up to this point, showing just the mainline entries. How Square Enix's content, their games, and the quality of their games has evolved, changed, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. Throughout the years, ever since the very first Final Fantasy game, way back in 1980-something, whatever it was. Just to show the evolution of Final Fantasy from way back then, all the way to where it is right now. And so it's kind of like a historical chronicle of how far Square Enix and how far the Final Fantasy brand and specifically has come since then, as well as my own personal journey through the games, commenting on them, yada yada. So there's a double meaning there for why I call it the Road to Endwalker, and on one hand, and the Final Fantasy Appreciation Marathon on the other hand. I realize I'm so close to the camera I have to have my hands like this just to I'm doing this, my hands aren't even in view. But yeah, that's why I named it that, because it's supposed to have a double meaning. It's not just my road to Endwalker, it's also Square Enix and the Final Fantasy brand's road there. How it got to be to where it is today. How this video game franchise got to be to where it is, and also the company itself, Square Enix. How it got to be to where it is, so. A little bit of a double meaning there. It's meant to be a historical commentary for a video game franchise, essentially. But, I don't think historical commentary is the right word, but you know what I mean. It's not the right phrase at all, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to talk about. You catch my meaning. So, enough of this palaver. It's almost been 9 minutes since I started, so let's get going. Put this down. Alright, so first things first. We're going to log in, start up New Game Plus, and then sit in queue for who knows how long. So, YouTube/Twitch VOD friends, fast forward possibly half an hour, depending on how bad the queue time is. Because, yeah, we left off on... We're doing the Alliance raids, and I can't do those unsynced unless I had 2 other people of the same level. At least 2 other people of the same level as me, that were readily available, which they're not. So... Oh, yeah! I got Dark Knight to level 90 with a frontline roulette. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday morning. So he's got the new gear, and I went and bought the new sword too. Oh shit! Look at that thing. The thing is enormous. I mean, all the Dark Knight swords are huge, but this one is elegant. Like, it's really pretty. I like the way it looks. I'll pull it out once. I'll whip it out once we log in and everything. You know, just. No, don't worry. It's just that kind of whip it out. Man, that was slow. My computer's slow because I haven't used it in a while, I think. Because I meant for that to play when I went... And I hit enter and it literally sat there loading for like 5 seconds. I need my proper soundboard already, damn it. I'm getting a stream deck. So I can actually play sounds more instantaneously. Not that laggy-ass, horrible timing, which ruins the comedic effect. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna whip it out. Yeah, this thing is, pretty cool. I almost don't want to glam over the sword, honestly. It's really cool, but I still like the glowy effect from my gland, so... I don't have enough anthro clusters or whatever they're called for the level 10, the new Endwalker grade level 10 materia for it yet. But it's not a huge priority. I won't be playing Dark Knight too much during my streams. At least everything else is already geared up because I did prioritize that for Gunbreaker for later. But yeah, this one, no materia, Sag. I guess I could just get level 9 materia, but again, it's really not a big deal. I won't be using Dark Knight too much. Mostly just for the story. Its own storyline. But yeah, let's go ahead and put our proper gear back on. Boom, baby! Oh, hell yeah. The sunglasses. Right. I left them on this glam plate just to kind of simulate, what is it, Cloud's, Cloud goggles on his bike. Yeah, let me, take them off. And then because we're in the post-game, I usually like to wear a certain outfit for that until the next main storyline starts, which is this one. So let's go back to that one. There we go. My mission is to protect you. I lied. You will not survive. Other Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes, I don't know, from the Terminator. Terminator quotes, I should have just said. Yeah, don't worry, I'm still as cringy as ever. The hospital didn't cure that. And the medicine doesn't seem to be affecting that either, even though I thought it would be. I just took a dose of my meds and it's just like, I don't feel any different yet. Which is a good thing. I don't want them changing my personality, you know? Okay, so I started that. So yeah, we left off on entering the Weeping City of Mach, that's right. Let's see, the description will catch us up on what's happened in the story. Summary? I don't know if I want to read the whole summary, that's too much. You can just look at the previous stream that I did if you want a brief recap. Oh, and speaking of that, I apologize for I didn't edit out on purpose. I'm explaining why right now. I didn't edit out the whole time we spent, forgot about that. All the time we spent waiting in queue. Just because at the last minute I got a follow. That's it, and I wanted to keep it there to acknowledge it in the video. If I hadn't gotten a follow at the very last second of the last stream, I would have cut out that entire part and just said, you know, started the next part here saying, hey, the queue didn't pop, so nothing happened, you didn't miss anything. Queue never popped, I had to go because of maintenance, and then I ended up in the hospital, yada yada. But yeah, I left that entire segment where we just sat there waiting in queue for 30 minutes. Just because I got a last minute follow on Twitch at the very end. So, I apologize if you sat there for 30 minutes watching the last video before this thinking something was going to happen. Nothing happened. Alright, let me see the description at least. Though it took the promise of treasure to persuade him, Leofard has agreed to attempt the rescue of Captain Rodlia from the clutches of the Voidsent. That's right! That's what was happening, yeah. While he and his crew search for the lost talons, you have been tasked with carving a path through to the heart of the Maki ruins. You must retrieve the Null Stone before Diablos, or risk forfeiting a potent weapon in the battle against your demonic foe. Oh right, he's after something that can actually kill the Voidsent or something. The Weeping City of Mach can be accessed via the Duty Finder. And we're a tank just because faster queues. So let's do it. There it is. Deep in the Yafayim Saltmoor lie the ruins of the fabled city of Mach, a civilization of the 5th astral era whose prosperity was built upon unparalleled magics of destruction. It is to this ancient edifice and its vaults of occult secrets that you and the Red Bills plan your next foray. You expect to encounter Voidsent, the same terrible beings that grounded Rodlia and her crew. Yeah, the same terrible beings that grounded Rodlia and her crew, but on your path to retrieve a relic of incalculable power, can you prevail over the unfettered miseries of the Weeping City itself? Well, let's find out. What's our wait time? About 11 minutes. Let's hope it's less, but that's about what I expected. Honestly, actually, no. I expected it to be worse. Last time, granted, there was maintenance right around the corner, so we were expecting like a 30... It was like a 30-minute queue time, and then it never popped. because it was just too close to maintenance. Nobody was gonna bother anymore. Even though I queued in like an hour and a half ahead of maintenance time, people were just like, fuck it. But now there's no maintenance anywhere around the corner, so we should be good. Let's see what happens. So after last maintenance, they installed patch 6.11. And, excuse me, started an event, a crossover event for Final Fantasy XI. And I said, hey, what better thing to do than tie in FF11 with this game a little bit, especially since I saw so little of that game. You'd be surprised how little story content there is on YouTube for FF11, or maybe it's just really hard to find, because I looked for a while when we were still playing like FF10, maybe an FF9. I was looking for good FF11 content, like story content. There's like nothing. It's just random ass videos of people grinding the game, just doing random shit on it, or little story summaries or lore summaries for things that happened that are just kind of the game's background lore. It's not even part of what actually happens in the story while you're playing it. So that's kind of disappointing, which is why I couldn't even recognize the final boss during the final boss compilation music video on YouTube that I used to be playing at the beginning of these streams. That I used to play at the beginning of these streams until the music ran out. Partially because of the Palace of the Dead queue time eating up a lot of the music. So yeah, I'm curious to hopefully see a little bit more about FF11's storyline, or some of it at least, during the crossover event. And I've decided I'll stream it, and I'll stream it blind. Meaning, since I've never done this event before, even though it's been around 2015, 2017, and then 2020, I think the event happened in 2020 before I started playing the game. FF14, I mean. So, this is going to be my first time doing the FF11 crossover event. So I think I'm going to do it once we're done with the first half of Heavensward's post-game. So at the end of patch 3.3 story content. Which will be after we're done with all the side content that we're working on right now. Alliance Raid. We're done with the normal raids. The plan is to finish these Alliance Raids, the Alliance Raid storyline, which we're doing right now. Do the brand new Trials, because there wasn't a Trials storyline for A Realm Reborn. All the Trials were part of MSQ. All of them. Oh no, there was like one or two, like Odin, I think, right? That were not part of main scenario quests, but all the other Trials for Realm Reborn were literally a part of the main story. There was 6 of them in the post-game. It was crazy. Oh good, I rambled enough that we didn't have to play music. I think some people here might have preferred the music to my rambling, but hey, no more waiting, let's go. So yeah, that's the plan. Finish this, do the trial storyline, and then I think there's one more side quest storyline that I want to do before getting back into MSQ, and then at the end of 3.3 MSQ, we'll do the Final Fantasy XI crossover event. We should have enough time. That event will be here for at least a couple weeks, so we should have enough time to do that without missing it. But for now, it's back to this. You can tell I haven't streamed in a while because of how fucking chatty I've been, huh? The Shadow of Moth, the weeping city of Moth. A.k.a. good old Black Mage City. From ancient times, of course. I don't live there now. We got a lot of homies here. Alliance raids, eh? 24. 24 people. Alright. I'm letting them run ahead, because I'm off-tanking. I prefer to off-tank. Starting off with giant Gators. What is this, RE7? Wait, I forgot every button. Alright, there we go. By RE7, I think I was referring to the DLC though. Joe Baker, there we go. Dude who goes to the swamp and fights everything with his fists. Oh, come on, Gator. Not now. I think that's the quote. I don't know if that's the line he says. When you first see an alligator in that. An infected alligator. It does have mold on it. Most people don't notice it, but there is, you know, big ass swollen pus bubbles on the alligators from mold. Not here, I'm talking about RE7. I tend to do that, I start rambling about different games at random times. First dog. Oh, I'm not right now. Damn it. Shit. There. Jesus. I think everyone's off taking. Okay, thank God. I was like, I don't see the aggro being on anything. I was like, all three of us had the same idea. Let somebody else do it. And then nobody's doing it. That's hilarious. Good thing this is considered carry content. Oh, I should be reading the dialogue too. Oops. What did Kate Sitz say? He says, "My dear Yaphaim, what a wretched morass it has become. Do you spy that wreckage up ahead? Could it be one of the Talon's downed vessels?" What wreckage? Oh, that over there. Arachne Eve. Gaha! There were more of you blood-filled morsels. How well I will sup this day. So she just ate people. He wants to eat us now, too. Great. Just like last time, I have no idea about the mechanics of this fight. This is one fight that I forgot to look up that I'm really curious about how it actually works, because I really don't know. I looked up fights for later Alliance raids though that I really wanted to know how to actually do them before doing them on stream. But that was a while ago, so I'm gonna have to rewatch those anyway. Some of those videos. This one I've never looked up shit. I'm just gonna say that right now. I just get carried basically because I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Like here, for instance, I have no idea who's supposed to stay up here and who should go back down, or why. No idea. Am I even supposed to be attacking this fucker or someone else? Like these guys. All I know is if there's ads, I should probably turn on my tank fence at that point. Because the tanks tend to get scattered when there's ads. You never know who's actually going to have the aggro balls them and who's tanking the main boss, yada yada, so... I'll at least turn on my tank stance whenever there's more than one enemy. I want to be a complete scrub. I'm still a scrub, but at least not a complete scrub if I do that. They say Gunbreaker's busy. I feel like Dark Knight can be just as busy. When it comes to, you know... Oh, so that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Just attack the keynotes. Shit. I'm stuck. Oh. See what you have done? My poor web is in tatters. When all the keynotes get severed. Are you frightened, my precious prey? Gaze into my eyes and know true terror. I'm guessing that was a look away mechanic that I might have flipped just now. Fluke, because I didn't see anything happen to me. And I wasn't trying to look away because I didn't even see the marker for it. Oh shit. The one time you're supposed to stay in the webs. Weevils and maggots shall spin another web. Yes, more threads to bind you. This bitch needs to die already. Somebody just take her ass out. Fuck the heads, fuck the web. Just kill her. She's close enough to death. Why must you wriggle so? You've ruined another web! All manner of prey fights back. I must warn Lord Forgel. Dead. Never got the chance to warn him. Feels bad, man. I'm not terribly fond of water. You don't say it, Kate Sith. You didn't like the dip? That was a fun little dip, wasn't it? You didn't like the water slide. That Rogadin, though. The Namazu head. That's fantastic. I hardly ever see Rogadins not wearing some kind of a Speedo. It's like you're almost obligated to wear a Speedo if you want your character to be a Rogadin. Nobody can take them seriously, so they just make them all wear Speedos. Turn on Tank Dance. I mean, I should turn it on during the last pull, but I was distracted battling again. Phew! Can't see fucking AoE markers on the ground with all the skill effects. That's the downside of it. Can't see anything that's going on when you have all skill effects enabled during an alliance raid. It's insane. Can't believe my first playthrough of the game was like that. Because I didn't know how to turn it off. We aim for that pyramidal structure, but where the void sent? The air is thick with their otherworldly stench. That all he said so far? Okay. Ever since his water slide comment? That pyramid structure. See if I can see what the hell he's talking about once we get out of here. Oh, that? Well, that looks weird and oddly familiar there near the top of the pyramid. You guys see that? That rotating ball. Looks like a giant beach ball. Wait, what did I miss? Ah, some of you survived. How convenient. I am in need of fresh souls to shatter the ward. Even empty husks have their uses. See how they jerk and dance at my command? Oh, some kind of necromancer that can command zombies or something, I'm guessing. Yep, what's going on? Old habits, I guess. Okay. There were more than one enemy. Now there's only one, so... Back to single target combo. Plug up the damn holes, I do know that much. Okay. Your pitiful lives will be mine in due time, but first you must be punished for your insolence. I will teach those who oppose me the extent of their folly. Doritos! Stack! I do know that mechanic at least. First, you must be punished for your insolence. Solitude weakens the spirit and warps the flesh. Stray from the pack at your peril. That was him telling us to stack for the Dorito marker thing. If you take the time to read this, you get some hint at what you're supposed to do at least. My undead toys are so easily broken, he says. Wait, should we be in here or outside of this? I don't really know. Tiresome. I thought to spare my energy for the ward, but you insist on gripping to life so very tightly. This one? Alright. I guess we have to prioritize this one then. Embrace your fate. By my Stygian light be your doom revealed. That's where he cast Megadeth on everybody. My lord warned that mortals of power might interfere. But you are no threat to me. I reign in the court of the void. Alright, Porgal. So Diablos warned them of us. Will you glimpse the realm that awaits you after death? Drink deep from the chalice of oblivion. Zombification. You have to get zombified so that you actually survive that attack, Megadeth. But I think I stood in an overlapping marker, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to only stand on one green pool, not two, where where they overlap or whatever. I think I was just inside of two at the last second when I tried to get out, but I was too busy reading the dialogue. As you know, more playthrough. And I've never actually read the dialogue before. I'm always too busy trying to stay alive and doing other shit. Yeah, so there we go. Stand in one, become undead, and survive Megadeth. I remember I brought up this mechanic once when we fought Unileska in Final Fantasy X, actually. Now she uses Megadeth, but if you're a zombie, which her tentacles constantly turn you into a fucking zombie in that fight, you don't get affected by it. It only kills people who are not zombies. So it's a double-edged sword to heal the status effect of zombies in that fight, and it's the same way here. Ah, how sweet the rancid breeze of the underhill. Its wind will strip you to the bone. Okay. People use limit breaks, trying to kill them. He's really close to death, so. It took so long. I have arisen. What else did I say? I will not be buried here. I always cling on and try to, they kind of deny it. They're like, I can't lose here! Ah! Time to go see what that giant beach ball is. Ah, the wonders of Maki architecture. 15 centuries and a flood later, and still it stands. Those black mages know what they're doing. Look at all these coffins, though. Holy shit. Trying to sightsee a little bit, but I have people waiting on me, so I can't do it too much. Phew. Headstone. I'm Alliance B, so I guess I stay here in the middle. Yep, that's the convention. I'm actually gonna need my tank sense for this, I think. Not just for ads, but because the parties are split. We all have different, little roles, sub-roles, really. Not like a huge deal. I'm guessing we're just waiting on last minute stragglers or something? Let me check. Oh, I guess that guy's taking it for now. Oh, what did he say? Body of rock from rough stone hewn, chipped with chisel and marked by rune. Okay. Whatever. Mind of spells engraved instruction, given life to read destruction. Engraved instruction, given life to read destruction. And here I guess we just fucking stand in here. Right? Okay, just making sure. Departing now, the Maker's spark, a shattered face, stone eyes grown dark. Nice poetry. You move to the glory hole. Oh no, it says glory hole. Not bad. Oh, I don't have it ready. Shit. No, I don't. Fuck, I was about to... Yeah, that. Alright, what did K-Sid say? Barring our way is a terrible sphere that has devoured entire cities. We must prove the stronger if we are to reach the Nullstone. We're fighting a giant sphere, you say? That has devoured entire cities? Oh, shit! That looks familiar. It's the one and only Ozma. There we go. FF9 cameo over here. Am I in the right spot? Yes, I am. Alright, good. Phew. So we all have to stand in different spots this time around, but I don't think we actually have to... I don't think it matters which tank aggroes him for this one. I don't think so, but maybe I should turn on my tank stand just in case anyway. I do remember I'm going to be targeted for something. That's why I turned it on. A particular tank buster that happens more than once, and I gotta make sure to stay away from my party for it when it starts happening. Fuck, I forgot. What does cube mean? In or out? In. Okay. The pyramid means stay out. There we go. It's up to them not to come near me, or stand behind me. My party members, I mean. Black hole? Oh, shit! That'd be cool if you could do a move like that in FF9, right? Alright, let's do this. And massive DPS check. Ozma Shade. Dude, that is so trippy to look at, isn't it? That's amazing. Oh! Assimilation. When your assimilation with left cloudless is complete. Yada yada. Whew. Oh, that's it. Get the hell out of here. Ozma swallows you. The Glorial! Can't help it, they make it too easy. Oh shit. How am I supposed to stand out here when this happens? Maybe I was wrong. Alright. I guess I am. You gotta be careful, because you can fall off these platforms. As far as I know. Oh shit! Alright, good, I nailed it. Die, you giant beach ball! He's gone. Here goes Ozma. Yeah, obviously, way more flashy, but in terms of raw strength, a lot more lackluster than the Ozma from FF9, but that's because in FF9 he was a super boss. You know, he's meant to be like the toughest of the hardest content there is, basically. The ultimate endgame boss in that game, so. Not so here, he's just an Alliance Raid boss, so can't expect him to be just as equally strong. But at least he was way flashier. Those moves were cool. Oh, great. More Booba. This is it. The Tomb of the Nullstone. There will be a Guardian. There is always a Guardian. Fate Sith knows. A Booba Guardian. You failed to mention. Alright, let's do this. These environments are gigantic, but also very well done in terms of aesthetics. Califisteri! She was a boss in Final Fantasy V, correct? She was one of X-Death's minions, I think? Know your Slayer, intruders. I am Califisteri, and by the blood of Voicent have I ascended to the Sublime. Damn. Someone thinks highly of themselves. Haircut. Ha! Nice pun. She uses her hair to cut you. That's called a haircut. Shall I share my luscious locks with you? Just hair, alright? It's just hair. Unkempt thieves, slovenly marauders. You will not have the null stone. Fucking pissed. Have you ever witnessed such poetified perfection? There's another word to look up. Poetified? The edge of my tresses are sharper than swords. Why do you yet stand? I have supped on the void. What ungodly power swims in your veins? Ungodly. Godlike. Something that makes us godlike, I guess. I don't know. Oh shit, I didn't see the AoE marker. Can't hear these ones, right? Good. Oh hell yeah, I still remember. Do you dare face the halo of my unleashed glory, or turn your back and risk the sting of my rejection? So, does that mean it's better off looking at it? Is that what you meant? Was it a look away mechanic? I'm busy reading the dialogue, so. Phew. What the hell's still spinning? I haven't looked around it a bit. See if there's any mechanics on that scene. Shit. He's dead. Oh god. My pride is clipped. My strength is shorn. The nullstone is yours. She actually admitted defeat towards the end. Her last words. She said it's our shit now. The weeping city of Mott complete, and that green orb must be what we came for. I don't need this crap. I'll take that though. Damn it. Damn. Well, at least I got something. Shit! Alright, whatever, we did this. Big ass Rogadin and a Speedo. You know, we got it. I put it on the goddamn screen. Like a little green planet. Oh my god! Why do I have my camera control system today? Hold on, I'm trying to black out the screen. quality content right here. Well, I have no idea what the hell that is. I'm doing this. Look at this. I'm just gonna walk into the stream and not know what the hell's going on. Like, the hell? FF14 looks different. Okay, I'm done dicking around. I'm sorry, guys. I told you, it's my sense of humor. It just... I just do weird shit. Let's get the hell out of here. So this is the heart of the ruins, eh? Yeah. Almost didn't even make it here alive. You've done a fine job dismantling the defenses, Leon. I only wish we could say we had the same success, but Rodley and her talons were nowhere to be found. Yes, it is quite distressing. But we must focus on claiming the prize at hand. The Null Stone is ours. Mwahahaha! You've left me such an inviting trail of destruction to follow. Uh-oh. Monka Shake. This guy! Well, well, well. If it isn't the adventure I've so longed to dismember. You mad, bro, that I kicked your ass last time? Praise Lord Diablos for this opportunity. I shall gift him your head in gratitude. And speaking of gifts, I've brought a present to celebrate our gleeful reunion. So, obviously the dialogue would be different if I didn't do the side quest dungeon in Realm Reborn, I think it was? Yeah, the post-game. Realm Reborn's post-game had a dungeon with this guy as the boss, and he faked his death. He acted like we killed him, but then you could hear his laughter after we left the dungeon, so he was still alive. Just like Diablos. They didn't actually die. They came back to life. Or just, you know, came close to death and made us think they were dead when they weren't. Ferdiad is his name. The Jester. Oh shit! This is the lovely lass you've been oh so desperately seeking, isn't it? Unless you wish to see her rent limb from limb, then you will hand over the Null Stone. Shit. Of course they took a hostage. Damn it, Rodlia. You think I care about her worthless limbs? That woman's done naught but cause us grief, and I just thought to crow over her grave. Crow over her grave? Like gloat about it? Now the question is he bluffing? Don't give me that look, Rodlia. What? You thought I was here to save your sorry hide? You've never been aught but an obstacle to me. Do you remember the first time we met? You were roaring with laughter at the sight of all them Malagan relics until I used your pretty blonde head as a stepping stone. Damn you, you selfish bastard! And damn me for expecting you to act any different. If I had my weapons, I'd blow a bloody hole in your belly. Have you forgotten how awful a shot you are? How much of a threat when I've seen you miss the side of a cathedral at 10 yalms. Damn. Fucking destroyed, dude. That's horribly cruel and mean. Silence, you grinning fool. You've ruined my moment and now I'll ruin your smirking face. Now, puss! I'll auto scroll. What? Ah! It burns! That's perfect. This world is not your stage, unholy harlequin. Be gone from our realm. Damn. Is he really dead this time, though? Urgh. A clever farce, mortals, but the show is not over. Not until you scream. The bugger got away. And I think we'd best do the same. Oh, there's a bat there watching. Diablo, is that you, buddy? Why don't you come out and talk? We can, settle this, you know, peacefully, maybe. Through diplomatic negotiations, right? We'll talk out we'll bury this whole business from back in Amdapor, the lost city of Amdapor and everything, and we'll go about our ways. No need for anyone to get, you know, killed. We can just settle this peacefully. The Lady Pirate is saved and the Nullstone is ours. That all went rather well, did it not? Yeah. We gambled on some shit, but yeah, everything worked out, I guess. Ah, it all worked out in the end. I've had just about enough of Leofard's folly. Ugh, I must have said that 100 times by now. Now that was some excitement, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Leon? Probably a little too much for Rodlia, but we gave her a bed to sleep off the worst of her ordeal. Her ordeal. Or ordeal? Jeez. That's a horrible, mispronunciation of her. She'll likely be back to her useful, cheerful self in no time. Quite a successful jaunt, all told. You and me, we make a pretty good partnership. Yeah. That was a good ruckus. I liked it. Just crosses his arms. But I've got words for you, Furball. You said that relic would obliterate a void scent completely. Seems to me that foppish fiend just got scorched before he slipped away. Oh, that was scarcely a fraction of the Nullstone's true power. Once I have learned how to unleash its full potential, such demons shall be consumed like gnats caught in a bonfire. So you're telling me our secret weapon ain't ready for battle? It might as well be wielding a blunted sword. Still dangerous. Might I remind you that this blunted sword stung our foe sufficiently to free the Lady Pirate? Excuse me. A result we could not have achieved with your blustering words alone. Bah, I was ready to flee without Rodley if things took a turn for the worse. Jesus, at least he's honest. But you're right. You had the presence of mind to take advantage of my bluff, and it was your actions that saved her in the end. You're like, Jesus. That's Sky Pirates for you, yeah. Don't look at me. Did the captain receive a blow to the head while we were in Mach? I could have sworn he just paid me a compliment. That too, I guess. I didn't notice it. Alright, it all worked out in the end, but I've... Oh, right. Same thing as before. Alright, what's next, Leopard? Freedom for our skies. We might be waiting a while before Rodlia finally decides to wake up. But not so long that you've got time to flit away on some other adventure. Come join me in my quarters and we can ask her a few questions as soon as she's ready to talk. Okay. Rodley was moaning the entire trip back to the Parrot. Can't have been a pleasant experience being dragged around by that nasty fiend. Anyway, let's go hunt the captain's quarters until she regains her senses. Please. Let's... Alright, what's up? Oh there, Leon. Might as well make yourself comfortable while we wait on Rodley. Besides, after fighting through them ruins, I'll wager you could use a rest. Yeah. Starting off the stream strong with an alliance raid. Took it out of me a little. Damn medicine. Whew. Where is the rest of my crew? Surely there were other survivors. Thanks. Sorry, Rodley. Tell me, Rodley, what drove you to risk exploring Old Mach? The compass sent you there, aye, but you were after the Void Ark. You knew something, didn't you? I found a book. We were looting these strange ruins in the Sea of Clouds, and one of the lads dug up a tome. It had passages that described the Void Ark, and a powerful relic called the Nullstone. A tome scribed by a Maquis sorcerer, maybe? Or mayhap? Captain, would you happen to know the author of this work? The words are muddled by obscuring magics, and 1500 years have faded its pages. There is much that remains illegible, but what little my darling cutthroats and I could decipher suggests it was written by a mage of exceptional status. See for yourself. If what the book says is true, the Ark is a source of immeasurable power. With that ship under my command and the mysteries of Mach in my possession, I had thought to crown myself Queen of the Skies. And look how well that turned out. What manner of sky pirate, what manner of queen, can't even keep her own crew alive? Damn. Rodlia, is it not? Would I be correct in assuming that you seek revenge against the Voidsent who slaughtered your comrades? Of course I want revenge! That hell-spawned shite gobbler killed my crew! If he were here right now, I'd gouge out his eyes and choke him to death with my bare bloody hands! He's ripping pissed. You are not alone in your desire to bring an end to these abominations, Captain. Will you not join us in our endeavor to secure peace for the skies? Will you not join the Talon's strength to ours? What strength? The way things are right now, I doubt I could keep the peace in a monastery. This has not to do with personal grudges either. I just don't have the men. All my best fighters died in the ruins, and the dregs that are left are scarce sharp enough to be called talons. Did you leave your spine back in them ruins, Rodley? You've had your wings clipped, no mistake, but that's no reason to give up the life. I thought we'd rescued a sky pirate, not some cur that turns tail when her pack ain't there to bite for her. Damn, called out. I know what you're trying to do, Red Bill, but I've lost my taste for glory. You can have the cursed book. Just be sure to make that bastard pay. Hey, Furball, how quickly do you think you can decipher that ratty old tome? I need you to figure out exactly how your relic works. I like how I made the facial expression Leon did was literally the same face I made like 2 seconds before it switched over to him. The camera moved over to him. Just feeling a bit sad for her, you know? Damn. Aye, you sent that one fiend squealing in fear, but that ain't enough. From what you've told me, we'll need to aim for some of that obliteration if we're gonna take on the Shadow Queen. The rest of you, put everything you've got into what you do best, be that research or blade work. Overdoing it is doing it just right, if you get my meaning. No amount of preparation is too much, basically. The more the better. Right on, dude. I'll decorate my walls with void-sent heads if I have to. The sky should belong to no one. The bat. Is it Diablos? Did I call it? Yeah. Okay. I remember enough of this storyline, I guess. The Nullstone hath fallen into mortal hands. 1,000 apologies, Lord Diablos. I shall personally wring each and every one of their scrawny necks. The time for skulking in shadows hath ended. I am grown weary of these meddling vermin. The power of the Shadow Queen waxeth full. Soon my ardent desires shall pass from dream into dark reality. Alright. I went to go train and got stronger when it's been another 6 months. So, start the finale. Where shadows reign. Leon! Kate Sith just sent me out to find you. You have a proper knack for showing up at just the right time, you know that? Anyway, Kate Sith cracked open that tome what we got from Rodley and has been studying all the Nullstone's secrets. He thinks he may be onto something important. Not just concerning Diablos and the Shadow Queen, but also the cat himself. Come on back to the Parrot and we can all hear what he has to say together. You don't need me to remind you how to reach the Parrot, do you? It's just a short flight from the Standard there. Kate Sith has had the darkest look on his face. Thanks for coming. Now let's ask Kate Sith what this is all about. Want to get on the table? Ugh, thank the winds you're here at last. The furball refused to share until you'd arrived. Oh, you can't get on the table. I thought it was just missing the jump, but apparently not. Alright, Kate Sith, what's up? Lay it on me. What are we doing? As I suspected, this tome was penned by a Maki sorcerer of superior standing. As well as detailing the methods by which the full power of the Nullstone might be unleashed, its pages also contain a number of revelations concerning my master, High Voidbane Cesar. If these histories are to be trusted, then it seems that Cesar herself was responsible for summoning Diablos. But I thought you said your master was opposed to supporting the war effort. Why would she be the one to call up that bat-winged monster? Cesar only agreed to the ritual as a means to bring the conflict to an early resolution. From what I can glean from these passages, Diablos was intended as a bluff. A threat that was never to be exercised. Why is that? Too strong to control or something? But those arrogant imbeciles ignored my master's carefully laid restrictions and elected to unleash the fiend upon Amdapor. Oh, that's why we met him there. It was when Cesar moved to protest this act that she was branded a traitor and imprisoned. They stuck him on Amdapor to kill all the white mages there. But then eventually, obviously, you know, things went wrong, right? Once they had contained the opposition, the Void Mages studied all manner of otherworldly arts at the taloned feet of their new pet. The most dangerous of which was the rite for summoning Skashaha and the method of chaining her power. Yet even after all that they had perpetrated, these ambitious fools had the gall to come crawling to Cesar when the coming of the Great Floods was predicted. They begged her to take control of the Void Ark for the salvation of the Maki people. As you saw for yourself, however, the energies of the Shadow Queen broke loose and turned the vessel into a derelict nest of void scent. It seems obvious now that the arts taught by Diablos were deliberately flawed. His underhanded way of breaking free of their control, obviously. The only saving grace in all this madness was when that damnable fiend was sealed away by the white mages of Amdapor. I shuddered to think what would have happened had he been reunited with his queen. Well, in that case, I'm sorry I might have broken his seal when I went into Amdapor and kicked his ass. Or maybe he had already broken free at that point, but I hadn't left Amdapor. So now, 1500 years later, Diablos is looking to finish what he started. I thought the bat-faced bastard was just some opportunistic underling, but it turns out he's the main villain behind this whole mess. Yeah, seems that way. Were Cesar alive today, she would accept responsibility for unleashing Diablos upon the world. As the High Void Mage's familiar, it is my duty to act in her stead. I have deciphered the secrets of the Nullstone, and with its undiluted power shall I erase Diablos from existence. Tell him! I like your spirit, puss, but try not to rush in too quickly, eh? Getting yourself killed won't do us or your master any good. Wait. No one's rushing in anywhere just yet. Or have you forgotten that we're still in the middle of scouting out the fiend's lair? We've got the compass to go by, aye, but who knows what kind of place it'll lead us to or how many demons will be lying in wait when we get there. We fly in with our eyes open or risk getting slaughtered just like the Talons. True. Oh yes, speaking of which, the tome made mention of a potential location for... People shake. Something happened. Holy shit, dude! Leofard! Are you alright? Ouch. Behind. He's behind you! Yeah! Curse you, fiend! Did he just say nya? Yeah! Curse you, fiend! Like, yeah, he is a cat, right? Ah, shit. At last. At long last. This is far from over, demon. We'll not allow an abomination like the Shadow Queen to rule this world. Then thou knowest not of ruling. It is might which decideth dominion. I kicked your ass before, I can do it again, asshole. But believe what thou mayest, frail creature. You are playthings. Your screams of denial shall amuse me as I send this rock and all upon it to shatter upon the ground below. Oh no, he's gonna destroy our weapon. Do something, Leon! Stop his ass! Kung Fu his ass or something! The hell was that? Shit! That's Rodley's crew. Pistol shot. That's what that was. I thought it was a cannon shot, but I guess it would have, you know, done more than just make him turn his head, right? God, is that Rod? Where's she been hiding that ship? That is a pretty big ship, yeah. For them to not know she had it before? The fuck did she get it? I would not tire my arm with the swatting of so many flies. The nullstone is mine, and there is yet much to be done. Damn. A bastard got away with it. So much for giving up, eh? Great. Well, now we're even. We saved her ass, and now she saved ours. How are there still so many Talons? I thought they were massacred at Mop. Yeah, me too. I ain't a healer, but I'd say you've broken your arm, a couple of ribs, and bruised half your innards. We need to get you some splints and bandages. Jesus, that's rough. The loss of the millstone is on my head, and I shall see that we win it back. Would you look at that sorry excuse for a sky pirate? I knew Red Bill and his ragtag crew couldn't be trusted with saving the skies. Consider our debt to you repaid. Dude's laughing. Well, well, ain't I a lucky sod? 2 demons in one day. Found some new dogs to lick your boots, Rodley? Is that any way to welcome me back to the life? You needed allies, and persuading our reluctant fellows to join in common purpose is a feat only a woman of my charming beauty could accomplish. Sure. And besides, you look too injured to be of much use to anyone. You'd best take to your bed, old man, and let me and your champion there take care of the void scent. What, so you can tuck tail and run again at the first sign of trouble? You'd not even be standing there if it weren't for me, and even with me arm busted up, I'm still twice the pirate you are. Nay, I think you should stay behind this time, Leofard. We must pursue Diablos without you. Time is of the essence, and we cannot afford to wait for you to heal. We must take advantage of Captain Rodley's reinforcements and proceed with all haste. Did the demon drop you on your head for a ball? Without me there to run things, you'll just end up getting in Leon's way. And no one's making haste anywhere until we know what we're flying into. Again, Captain Rodley may hold the answer to that dilemma. I suspect that the island where she uncovered the Maki Tome is the very location where Diablos has chosen to lair. This floating marvel I speak of is not a natural occurrence. It was constructed as a haven for refugees of the floods. The tome makes very clear reference to the island's purpose and describes in detail the void-sent sorcery employed in its creation. As the Void Ark never arrived at its destination, however, the island remained uninhabited. I can imagine no more suitable hideaway for our scheming fiend. Even better, Diablos will not expect us to suddenly arrive on his secluded doorstep. The Talon fleet will carve us a path through the lesser fiends, and we shall strike swiftly into the heart of the confusion to seize the Nullstone. Once the relic is secured, I will use its power to obliterate our devilish foe. As a sky pirate, surely you understand how such an assault relies on speed and surprise. We cannot have a wounded champion slow us down, or companion, slow us down. And potentially doom the entire enterprise. So you think you're in charge now, do you, puss? Poor broken Leofar is just some dead weight you need to cut away? You know what? I've had a belly full of your mulin in any case. Go on, fly off without me and see how far you get with your thrice-damned enterprise. Captain Rodley, compare the direction indicated by the ecto-compass with your navigational records, if you please. I think we'll find the coordinates coincide with the island in question. Certainly, and feel free to board our flagship when you're set to depart. My darling's large enough to accommodate your adventure and his fellows with room to spare. That thing is pretty fucking big. Excuse me. Don't you worry, I'll keep an eye on the captain while everyone is off on this great adventure. Without him? Are you sure you don't need me to go with you? This adventure is all yours, Leon. Excuse me. I'll be cheering you from my sickbed like a good little pirate. Promise. Alright. I know what it's like to be in a sickbed now. Couple days, at least. This is the way it must be. Considering our need for haste and the extent of Leofar's injuries, my conclusion was merely logical. Captain Redbill's primary concern should be securing the freedom of the skies, not limping into almost certain death at the hands of the Void Scent, no matter how much he chafes at being excluded from the voyage. Kate Sith was only talking common sense. The captain took it hard, but I think he knows it too. We're doing the right thing leaving him behind. Ain't we? I acquired our splendid flagship after the Ishgardians saw fit to abandon her. I hear she was an attempt to match the airborne agility of their dragon enemies, but the vessel never did live up to expectations. When she passed to me, we replaced all their improvements with structural reinforcements and made ourselves a flying fortress. Our stately lass will not soon be knocked from the sky. You can't see it there. Oh, that's it then. Enter Dunscape. Or Dunescape, I guess. The ancient tome recovered by Captain Rodley of the Talons tells of a floating refuge. An island created by Maquis sorcerers to provide safe haven from calamitous floodwaters. With the disaster that befell the Void Ark, however, the island's intended residents never arrived. Kate Sith is convinced that Diablos has instead claimed this refuge as his own. Right. Transforming what was to be a bastion of hope into a void-sent nest of shadowy nightmare. And it is into this fiendish lair that you must delve. The Lady Rodley stands ready to bear you across the skies. Assault the island, reclaim the Nullstone, and cast your demonic foes into oblivion! Amen, let's fucking do this! 5 minutes! Oh shit, this one's gonna pop fast. Or it can still take forever though, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. But I'm gonna get up while I can. Stretch my legs a little while it pops, so BRB. Never mind, 1 second. I'm gonna use the restroom, so I can't risk the queue popping while I'm in there. So I'll just put up the BRB screen now.